Hello, love. Welcome to Transmission Tuesdays here on the Libran Key. Messages of a galactic or cosmic nature. Frequency messages for the highest and the greatest good of the ELSH collective, awakened and awakening souls, the expansion of consciousness and the ascension of Momma Gaia. Thank you, family, for being here, for returning. And if you are new to these messages, new to this channel, a very warm welcome to you. We are going to get right into it by starting with this. So, this galactic transmission is coming straight from Momma Gaia, straight from Mother Earth and the elementals and the elemental realm. Ooh, interesting. She's, okay, let me just regroup for a second because I just realized she really wants to emphasize the energy of dropping right now. As I was getting ready to do this reading, coming out of the meditation, going in and out of the meditation to make notes, I was directed to the image of this gateway in the Ace of Pentacles. And Momma Gaia herself showing me, pulling this out and showing it to you. And as I was going through the cards, they all just sort of dropped right off of the table, dropped off of my lap, dropped. Then I was getting the pen to write, it dropped. Then I was getting the deck that I'm going to be asking at the end of this message for additional guidance through, that dropped, like the decks dropped, everything was dropping. And I was feeling especially a drop in my stomach as well. So she wants to really, she wants us to really focus on this idea of things dropping in, dropping down into our bodies. Also, the energy of divine intervention dropping into the physical specifically. A journey of the physical is what I heard, changes to our bodies, upgrades through downloads, through drops, all connected to the physical body, our physical reality. This divine intervention happening in the physical. Hence the Ace of Pentacles, because this energy feels like it's dropping in. She's actually showing me the old arcade games where you would drop in a quarter, or, you know, now it's like $1, $2, depending on where you are. And immediately it would like light everything up. That's the visual that she's giving me with regard to this gateway. It's almost like there's something going on, and I am recording this right before the summer solstice, so it's connected to this as well. So this is going to be a bit of an energy update. Remember, these messages are timely yet timeless, so when you do find them, even if it's outside of the time that it is posted, know that there is something here for you, because this could also be something that's happening specifically for you on your journey. Physical upgrades, divine intervention in the physical, really affecting the physical, that is our bodies, and specifically the water and earth elementals really wanting to come in to calm, ground, and soothe. That is what I'm getting. I am working with the crystals fuchsite and green apophyllite. I'm getting a lot of imagery of green and blue, like I'm seeing Momma Gaia, I'm seeing the planet, and depictions of her, very green and very blue, especially when we're looking at it from like an animated sense, or when we see drawings of Mother Earth, when we see the emoji for Earth, right? But specifically, I'm getting a lot of this green energy coming through, because there is something in these drops or these downloads or the energy that is hitting her right now. And when I say that, I mean like she's absorbing it, right? I don't mean that in a violent way, in any way. but they feel like they're going to be incredibly healing for some of us. They're going to be affecting us again at the heart space. We're going to be feeling it in terms of another kind of heart expansion is how she's showing it to me. But I'm also getting the energy of grounding being really important with that. Hence the green. Okay, so one of the things that has come through before with regard to the light codes, the frequencies that are hitting Momma Gaia through the form of solar flares, I'm getting a reiteration again of the water energy helping us to deal with that, especially when things get fritzy. So I'm being shown water, taking baths, showers, being by water. I'm even hearing holy water right now, however that works for you, you know, consecrated water, Florida water, these kind of, the energy of water to soothe with the fritziness, okay? It also helps to, what she's showing me is like when we drink water, it allows more things to flow through our body more smoothly. You know, oftentimes when we get energy healing work done, or, you know, some kind of download is what she's showing me, activation, helping to water and consuming extra amounts of water can be very, very helpful with allowing that energy to flow through you, right? Sometimes it's also water that's infused. She's showing me limes and lemons, and she's also showing me cucumber, like cucumber in water, and this idea of like how alkalizing it is for the body, how soothing it is for the body, how essentially it's creating movement. So we're looking at it in terms of not being stagnant and allowing the water to flow through us. And she's also showing me how we can speak to the water that we are consuming, okay? There's something to that as well. And obviously, like I've mentioned before here, really looking into the water that you're also consuming. Remember, apophyllite is made a lot of water. So there's an interesting kind of mix here with the green apophyllite of a water and kind of earth energy. Green apophyllite also very much connected to the elementals, okay? And to the fae, very much in that energy, bringing that frequency in with this crystal, okay? So she's showing me now, like I'm seeing a pond, I'm seeing bodies of water, the elementals being very active around bodies of water. The summer solstice is like another portal or a gateway, again, is how she's showing it to me. And at this time, obviously, there are heightened energies and portals in the earth, or in areas where you are familiar that there are portals in nature within her through the elementals, very heightened again at this time. So there's something again with this divine intervention. The pentacle and that energy of this symbol showing me a lot of coming together, harmonizing elemental spirit, okay? So we often refer to the pentagram, or the pentacle, I should say, the pentagram, I want to be really clear here, this sacred geometry right here. So I'm getting, it's interesting. If anyone is familiar with, you know, Pythagorean study of numbers and geometry and the whole system of numerology connected to Pythagoras, we have a five points, right? Hence the word pentagram comes from the Greek word pede, which means 5, and grammes, or points, gram. This is an energy of harmony. It was always considered an energy of harmony. It's also connected very much to the physical body, because the top point is like a head. The horizontal points here on each side are like arms, and the 2 points here at the bottom are like our feet, okay? So there's something here with, again, this massive, like, there's just this huge emphasis here with this energy around this time. And I'm getting the number 5 being significant too with this, where it's like we're either dealing with, supposedly we can call it the 5 elements, right? The 5th element in conjunction with the 4. I just thought of the movie The Fifth Element, which is one of my favorite movies. This could be we're talking about some kind of aligning all the 4 elements in the physical in order to receive these downloads, right? We've got a representation in the pentagram of earth, fire, water and air, and ether, okay? Or spirit, depending on how you want to look at it. Spirit itself being the element that imbues all, okay? Not everybody agrees with this in terms of spirit is in everything, so we should just kind of always look at it that way, and it is itself something that's sort of external. But what Momma Gaia is really emphasizing for me here is the placement of spirit and the importance of spirit at the top here, right? Imbuing all, imbuing everything in the physical. That's what she really wants to get at. And this is another layered message about us embodying our soul, the embodiment of spirit within our bodies, and taking action in alignment with that. Because oftentimes we think of divine intervention as something that is outside of ourselves when actually it is coming from within out. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, so I'm going to be asking, she's also reminding me again of the dropping, because out of all that, I thought I picked up all the cards, and there's one card at the bottom that dropped on the floor that she wants me to pick up and share. I'm going to look at that in a second. I'm going to be asking through the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle. This is a first here. I've never asked through this deck before here on this channel and through these messages. Okay, we're gonna pop a few cards from that. Now she wants me to get to this. Interesting. Okay, she's directing me to the full moon. So the full moon coming up is on the 21st. It is the day after the solstice. Now, Eastern Daylight Savings Times, the solstice, I believe, is happening on Thursday, June 20th at 4:50 p.m. approximately here in, Eastern Daylight Savings Time currently. Now, the full moon is on the 21st, on Friday. Okay, so she's directing me to the energies of the full moon here with regard to the energies of the solstice. And what's really interesting is that there is an energy here that makes it's more heightened at this time, especially with regard to downloads, because she's again showing me how the dog and the wolf here are looking up at the energy here of the moon. But look at how the moon is depicted, right? This is what I think is so fascinating about the moon card, because we're really getting an emphasis here on the moon reflecting the sun in the full moon energies. So she's really wanting to bring that through. She's also emphasizing again here for me the green and the blue, the earth taking in and absorbing these energies along with the water. Remember that Momma Gaia is more water than she is earth. You could argue that, right? And the depths to which the oceans and the waters go is a whole other universe in itself, is what she's showing me. It's a whole other universe that we have not traversed yet physically. It could also be that around this time, in terms of the trajectory and the timeline here on Momma Gaia, we may actually be finding out more about that. That's interesting. She's kind of bringing that in as a side note here with regard to the depths of the ocean, the depths of the waters. I'm getting the whale and orca elders wanting to come through for that as well. They're directing me to, again, I'm just hearing them. I'm hearing sonar, I'm hearing sound waves is what they're showing me. She's really bringing through an energy here of how much this is affecting her. Okay. She's also showing me that for some of us who are very connected to her, we're also going to be feeling things in our physical body, possibly. I mean, again, you know, often referred to as ascension symptoms. That's another thing. Wow. Yeah, she's directing me now to these lilies. They're a symbol of purity. So I'm getting a lot of purification as well with that. These energies being very purifying for us. Okay. And obviously, you know, standard disclaimer applies here when it comes to our physical house. You know, seeking help when you think you need it, in terms from trusted sources, of course, because, you know, trusting our bodies, but at the same time getting the help we need if we need it. Okay, she's showing me that as well. Interesting. Okay, yeah, cherry. A lot of cherries, cherry blossoms. Well, cherries are actually, oh, this one wants to pop. I'm telling you, everything is dropping today. Everything is dropping in. Okay, full moon. She's really emphasizing the full moon here and the energy of cherry. She actually wants me to read from the book for that one, Sugar Maple in Reverse. Okay, she wants me to read the book from both of those. Okay, she's really showing me the energy in the cherry card of the cyclical nature of time. Interesting. Okay, certain things are happening with regard to that. Oh my God, charity is purity. Okay, she really wants to bring this message through. Let me read it from something in that she really wants us to hear from this beautiful deck, this book. Okay. The Cherry Diva message. Think of my beautiful flowers glinting in the sunshine. Imagine them dancing in the breeze to signal the death of winter and the birth of spring. I am connected with the cycles of nature and can show you how to become one with them. Interesting. Do not complicate your life with anxieties. Concentrate on the beauty of nature and trust in the endless cycle of all living things. Keep your thoughts and intentions pure and honest, and treat others with an open and loving heart. Okay, she wants to emphasize with this cherry card some kind of cycle ending with this full moon. This might be a specific message for some of us, of a cycle coming to an end. Apply this wherever it goes in your life. Some kind of cycle coming to an end with this full moon energy. I'm getting release. There's a purifying energy with this as well, and it is connected to the cycles of nature and becoming one with them. That's why these elemental energies really want to come through. This is a call. This is a call. I'm hearing that song. This is a call to, was that the Foo Fighters? This is a call to all who feel the pull of working with Momma Gaia. This is a call to all. There is a potent energy at this time with this Ace of Pentacles, this gateway of working with her energies. And she's showing me the mountains in this gateway and the mountain, Mount Fuji, in this card. This is a call. If you are feeling called to work with Momma Gaia, with her energies, to be a Gaia worker, this is a huge call. It also feels like she's sending out a call. Ooh. Okay. She wants me to read the Sugar Maple. It is in reverse, so let's see what the Sugar Maple is as well. Well, the funny thing is that I'm getting, again, like energies of downloads with this, like the sugar, like the maple syrup coming out of the tree, the sugar maple. But that's also an energy here of sweetness. It is coming up in reverse though. So I'm just going to take a quick look at that. Interesting. That's the energy of versatility. And I'm going to read an excerpt from that, and then she's going to get me to pop one out of this, okay? Although my leaves are green in spring, again, we've got an emphasis here on the cyclical nature of time. And that is directly connected to this summer solstice, right? All of it is connected to this summer solstice because the sun itself is also cyclical, and so is Momma Gaia. That is true time, is what she's showing me. That is real time, cyclical time, okay? She's also bringing up an energy here of inorganic timelines. And that connecting with her is one of the best and the simplest ways that we can discern when timelines are inorganic and when they actually are organic. Okay. The Diva message for Silver Maple. Although my leaves are green in spring, they have changed color dramatically by the time they drop in autumn. I can show you how to introduce similar versatility in your own life to make you stand out as a unique individual. Now, in reverse, do not let your desire for the good things in life develop so powerfully that it begins to dominate your actions, making you inconsiderate or greedy or having an impact on your health. Again, physical health coming through here. Strive to find some balance, okay? So there is a balancing energy that wants to come through here. But it sounds, she's showing me that this is favorable. She actually wants me to take the second half of this deck and shuffle it and pick one more card. I've got Sugar Maple at the center is what she's showing me. Seeking some kind of balance. This Moon card is also, again, with regard to inorganic and organic timelines, showing the need for discernment right now and being stable in our bodies, being grounded in the physical, being grounded to Mother Earth. When we have the physical taken care of, the intuition knows what to do. Like when we are feeling grounded, okay, she's really wanting me to emphasize here the need to be grounded and connected to her in order for us to practice clear, intuitive discernment. It's funny because when I was shuffling through, when I was going through these cards and they dropped to the Moon dropped and the Ace of Pentacles to show you, she was really emphasizing the physical touch of the cards. Like me actually physically just doing this repetitive motion and it being comforting. So there's also another message here of regulating our nervous systems through like havening practices, grounding practices, meditation practices, really getting grounded. She's also showing me someone in a bath, being soothed by the sensation of being in the water and in the bath. Okay, she wants me to just keep on shuffling here. And she's directing me to a card here. That one. Oh, wow. All right. This is one of the most grounding energies, the grounding trees, the oak being a beautiful example here of grounded divinity. Grounded divinity. I will read from the book with that. And we've also got horse chestnut at the bottom of the deck. Horse chestnut at the bottom of the deck. Okay. I'm hearing tending to our inner being with this horse chestnut. Tending to, she wants me to read that one first. Tending to our inner being with a horse chestnut. Consideration. Taking into consideration our needs. The Diva message for this is, my shiny brown fruit has many practical uses, yet children enjoy playing with it too. I can teach you how to consider the advantages and disadvantages of everything you come across to help gain greater wisdom and understanding. Something is puzzling you. Hold it to the light of careful thought and do not be in too much of a hurry to solve the conundrum. Sometimes the answer is slow to arrive, so do your best to be patient. She had given me that message earlier, and she's reminding me of that now, of slowing down. Of tending to our garden is what she's saying to me. And the oak is steadfastness. The Deva message is, I am strong and steady, okay? And I am an essential part of the age-old mysteries of the forest. If you can call on me, I can give you outer physical power and inner emotional strength whenever you need them. Let me show you the way. And Momma Gaia and the trees, like I'm hearing this in all the trees. Let me show you the way. Let nature, let Momma Gaia show you the way. Show us the way to discernment is what I'm hearing. Connection to our bodies and intuition. Do you realize how much you have to offer the world? Don't underestimate your abilities or your strength of purpose. Your inner power is waiting to be tapped, but only you can do it. Have faith in yourself. Are we not in the Celtic? Oh my God, yeah. It was on Monday, June 10th, the Celtic tree month of oak began. We are in this time period right now. They are really emphasizing here, when I say they, I mean the trees, the elementals, and Momma Gaia, this crown. Because the oak is it's connected with divinity and sovereignty, not just with regard to kingdom or queendom, in a very physical sense, or very connected to this sort of, because that crown is giving me, I'm seeing images of the physical history here on Momma Gaia of like monarchs, okay? It is connected to the queendom, the kingdom within. And this month, this period is going to be very much integral to that. And this energy of the solstice, because we are talking about the sun here, we're talking about crown connection, energy to the divine. I'm seeing the sun, depictions of the sun and halos, okay? Connected to the crown and the energy of the crown. Ooh. I'm like Sunday, like the energy of the sun and it being holy. Okay. The reverence for that, the energy for that. Look at that. There's an oak dropping here and there's lightning in the background. There's a little acorn dropping here. I said oak. Anyway, this is giving me tower. This is giving me tower energy, which is not, but I'm not getting it. I'm seeing like with trapeze artists, like a net underneath. There's a safety net, and it's her. It's Momma Gaia. So, okay, so I'm going to close out on this message here. What she's bringing through is her being a safety net for us, especially if we are really struggling with these ups and downs physically, getting grounded. It is a lot simpler than what we think. Getting grounded. Really tending to our physical bodies and doing practices in the physical, finding what works for each and every single one of us, whether it's literally going out into nature and hugging a tree, whether it's going for a hike, whether it's simply going into your backyard or your balcony for that matter, to tune into the world around you, to take in all the physical sensory energies, because I am getting a lot of divine feminine with this too. Well, it is Momma Gaia, and she is divinely feminine. I'm going to end that message here. She's really emphasizing getting grounded. I'm feeling it a lot in my solar plexus right now, so she wants us to really get grounded in the physical. And from that place, we can make the right decisions and we can move forward in the right direction. Okay. In the physical, that is. Thank you, Momma Gaia. Thank you to the elemental realm, especially the water and earth elementals who are coming through for this message. To the whale and orca elders also coming in to speak to this And I thank you for being here, for sharing your time, your energy with us in this space. And I'm sending you so much love wherever you are. Here on beautiful Momma Gaia. In love and liberation always.